I have the very great pleasure of being the Chief Exec of Community Arts Partnership, and we're a merged partnership. We were New Belfast, started some 18 years ago, and we were CAF, started some 25 years ago. And New Belfast itself grew out of the optimism of the peace process, and the midwife for our work was indeed European peace funding. So of course there is a debate as to where that midwifery might be in the future, but I suspect for another opportunity. The organisation takes the lead in the delivery and promotion and advocacy for community arts. And by delivery, we mean that we work in every county, in every town across Northern Ireland. We have a balanced programme across geography, across both main traditions, but we work inter-community, interculturally and interdisciplinarily. We welcome difference and we value participation. And it is our basic aim that we want to make people artists, to give agency to people to be artists. Every programme we run offers access. And that access is not just in the abstract, in terms of every week we send out information to thousands in our free bulletin, which is over 200 items, but it's access that connects locally because we actually make sure that it's on a council by council basis, 200 items every week. And access, of course, is not just about physical access. It is also about having access, having the right to participate, no matter where you're from, how much your parents earn, or what they do. And we respond in an advocacy sense to every public consultation. And of course, it is that area that means that we host the Arts Matters campaign, and many of you will see today that we're wearing our little lapel pins with pride. And the Arts Matters campaign, over 80 of the 107 organisations in Northern Ireland have supported the statement and want to see further investment in the arts. The arts here, and I'll speak generally as well as around Community Arts Partnership, we build our programmes on the shoulders of giants. Not just the Heenies of the world, but the creativity and the generosity of our artistic community and the artists who support each and every programme in Northern Ireland. Against the backdrop of real difficulties, and perhaps we need to spell them out, where 30% of our population are economically inactive, where we have high levels of homophobic, race and sectarian crime, where we have higher levels of emotional and physical distress and disability than other regions in the UK, where we have the highest prescription drug use in Europe, and we are a global leader in the use of antidepressants. Almost half of us also know people that were affected by the conflict that we lived through and that has cast such a long shadow. But last year, almost 5,000 people came through Community Arts Partnerships programmes, 50% of those from the highest quartile of need. We support the economy, ourselves as an organisation, but generally right across the piece. In recent figures by the DFP, the GDP in Northern Ireland was estimated to be £38 billion, with the arts, entertainment and culture representing 3.3% of gross value added. If we actually discount 4/5 of that, that means that that's £227 million that we generate locally. That would be an incredible investment for 9 million in any banker's book. In Scotland, 3.2 billion is estimated as the GVA in the Scottish economy through the arts. For 58 million, that is a 55-to-1 return. We offer work, over 250 artists and over 300 placements across our sector. We run programmes that attract international artists every year, like Hit the North, you'll notice around Cathedral Quarter, the street art festival, which has now become Ireland's largest. Like all of us here, we require annual funding because it is the bedrock of the work on which we base our rest of our fundraising. It's the springboard for our combined creative interventions, and on average 24% of turnover for all arts organisations comes from the Arts Council of Northern Ireland, and the rest is applied for or earned in a host of ways that you'll probably hear more about today. Those that attended a cultural place or event last year were almost 60% more likely to report good health compared to those who hadn't, and theatre goers were more than 25% more likely to report good health. It is an investment in our well-being. And finally, in a place such as this, at a time such as this, 100 years since it's coming the centenary of this space, for the arts community, we challenge culture every day. We aren't afraid to work across boundaries, across divisions. Every organisation here works across all cultures, creeds, races, abilities, genders, and the challenge of poverty. We explore difference. We celebrate commonality without fear, but with wit, with craft, with creativity, and with imagination. We celebrate the best of ourselves, and we challenge our place to grow up enabled. As our campaign, the ArtsMatterNI campaign says, empowering generations, enabling communities, enriching lives. The arts do matter here. The chair of the Arts Council put it rather clumsily when he addressed the sector last year, and perhaps some of the communication hasn't improved much since then, but he intimated that the MLAs were our customers. As an arts sector, the MLAs, we are your workforce. We are your expert workforce. We bring infinite opportunity to almost 9 out of 10 citizens every day. Please invest in us and support us. Thank you.